Now, Mukhtar Gulma, the vice principal of Federal Government College Yauri, could have escaped when bandits attacked the school, abducting over 60 of his students some 6 months ago. The teacher, however, decided to follow his students to captivity. In this report, Trust TV's reporter in Kebbi State, Hamza Galadima, speaks to the teacher to find out why he opted for captivity when he could have escaped. The report.
Mala Mukhtar Abdullahi is a secondary school teacher and the vice principal of FGC Yauri in Kebbi State. Mala Mukhtar was one of those kidnapped alongside over 60 students when bandits came calling at the federal government institution some few months ago. But his abduction story was exceptional, as the teacher willingly gave himself up to the bandits in order to be with his students. His heroic story has taken over the airwaves and pages of newspapers all over the country, a feat which has attracted comments from all over the place. Mala Mukhtar Abdullahi Gulma has now regained his freedom along with many of the students, and in this interview I asked him what really influenced his decision to follow the bandits and be with his students when he had the opportunity to escape.
You see, the issue is, as a teacher, as a father, whatever happens, you have to take it as a will of God. So even when we started trekking, the question that came to our mind is, if we should escape, what story are you going to tell the parent of this young man interested into your mind? Or suppose when you come back again to the school now, with what pace are you going to look at those students? And another question is, if suppose one of those students along with us is your child, will you run and leave him? These are the questions myself and other my colleagues and Bashir we could not answer.
Speaking of Mala Mukhtar's bravery and concern for the welfare of his students, the Kebbi State Commissioner for Education Alhaji Muhammad Magawata Aleru and the State Chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, Comrade Isa Umar, both commended his courage, saying his attitude is what is expected of every teacher in similar situations.
The valor that this teacher showed is what we expect of every teacher. That's why we expect, like in the country, parents, everybody to respect teachers. That's why we always try to encourage government to pay teachers all their dues, because this kind of valorous action that this teacher has taken to go along with the kidnapped student to the bandits den, sacrificing his life, his children, his family, in order to save these students. So we very much appreciate, and we call on all teachers to emulate him.
Well, to me, it's not a surprise, because that is what is expected of any teacher. And I'm also not surprised by his actions, because that is how it's supposed to be. But I must salute his courage for identifying to go with his students, even though the bandits hesitated to go with him, but he insisted as long as they want to go with his students, he prepared to follow them, leaving behind his biological children and members of his family. So it is a very big sacrifice, and he has demonstrated to the people of Nigeria and the Nigerian government that teachers have concern for their students, even more than the concern they have for their own families.
But to Mala Mukhtar Abdullahi, it is not yet celebration time until the remaining students are set free.
We still have 15 students there. So those 15th, I know it's not only me, that's our concern now. For them also, the way we have gained our freedom, they too also, we want them also to join us so that we can now celebrate together. No matter the celebration we do now, it's incomplete because we know what we passed through and we know what they are passing through there.
Hamza Galadi Mazuru, Trust TV News from Birnin Kebbi.